Good afternoon, I'm Sheila Brummer with Siouxland Public Media News. Sioux City police are looking for a suspect they say is armed and dangerous after a stabbing this morning in Leeds. Investigators say the victim drove to a convenience store around 7:30 for help, saying she had been stabbed by her ex-boyfriend, identified by police as 37-year-old Farron Starr. A SWAT team searched a home nearby but did not find the suspect. Leeds Elementary School did go into lockdown as a precaution. A man has been arrested and charged with murder after a woman was found dead Sunday night in Yankton, South Dakota. Authorities arrested Trevor Wayne Harrison in Dixon County, Nebraska. The chief financial officer of Tyson Foods was arrested over the weekend. He faces charges in relation to an incident where police found him drunk and sleeping in the wrong home. WHO Television in Des Moines reports 32-year-old John Tyson faces charges of criminal trespassing and public intoxication. A woman living in the home believes she accidentally left the front door unlocked. She did not know Tyson, who was appointed to the CFO position last month. He also serves as the company's executive vice president. A few weeks ago, Tyson Foods announced plans to move 500 corporate jobs from Dakota Dunes to Arkansas. And early voting numbers are down in Iowa from the last midterm election 4 years ago. More than 341,000 Iowans have already cast their ballots as of Monday afternoon. This includes voting either in person or by mailing in an absentee ballot. However, county auditors warn if you still have an absentee ballot, do not attempt to mail it. They must be at a local county auditor's office by 8 p.m. tomorrow when the polls close. Polls in Iowa open at 7 a.m. In Nebraska, people can vote from 8 a.m. until 8 p.m. and South Dakota from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. local time. On this election eve, South Dakota Governor Kristi Noem is planning a re-election rally featuring a video message from former President Donald Trump in a final push to turn out voters in the heavily Republican western part of the state. Meanwhile, her Democratic challenger, state lawmaker Jamie Smith, focused on the state's largest city in a bid to make the race competitive by winning big in his hometown of Sioux Falls. Pete Ricketts' time as governor of Nebraska is coming to an end after spending about $4 million in the last 11 months on political causes. According to state and federal disclosure filings, his 2022 contributions have included more than a dozen six-figure donations to various campaigns and political groups both in and out of state. All four Iowans who are members of the U.S. House are seeking re-election, but Republican Congressman Randy Feenstra's path to a second term appears to be the easiest. The 4th congressional district includes 95,000 more Republicans than Democrats. Also in the race, Democrat Ryan Melton in Nevada, who works for a major insurance company, and Liberty Cause candidate Brian Jack Holder of Council Bluffs. This is Holder's 5th and last run for Congress. He has run before as a libertarian. The other Iowa U.S. House races are considered among the most competitive in the country. Congresswoman Cindy Axne of West Des Moines narrowly won her previous race in 2018 and 2020. Axne, a Democrat, faces a challenge from Republican Zach Nunn. Iowa's new 3rd congressional district covers 21 counties, including Des Moines. In Iowa's new 1st district, Congresswoman Marionette Miller Meeks, the Republican, faces Democrat Christine Bohannon, a University of Iowa law professor. The 1st district covers much of southeast Iowa and part of central Iowa. Miller Meeks relocated her official residence from Ottumwa, which is not in the district, to LeClaire along the Mississippi River. And 2 former TV journalists are running to represent Iowa's new 2nd congressional district, incumbent Republican Ashley Hinson of Marion and Liz Mathis of Hiawatha, a state senator. And an Iowa civil rights organization has been using the final days leading up to Election Day to encourage Latino voters to head to the polls tomorrow. The Iowa chapter of the League of United Latin American Citizens, or LULAC, is reminding Iowans of changes to voters' laws that went into effect last year. Political director Joe Henry says some of the changes will make it harder for the Latino community to participate in the midterm elections.
Polls close early at 8 o'clock instead of 9 o'clock. That is a problem for those who work a late night shift or a double shift. So we're very concerned about that.
Henry says there are 80,000 registered Latino voters in the state, with a majority living in Woodbury, Polk, and Scott counties. For many, the important issues are health care and education. For Siouxland Public Media News, I'm Sheila Brummer.